Harley Quinn Season 3 just premiered on HBO Max yesterday with its first 3 episodes, so make sure if you haven't already, go check out my breakdown, review, recap of those first 3 episodes. I absolutely loved them. I had so much fun with it. I'm so glad that this show is back. And now today we're doing another trailer breakdown, even though the show's already out. We did get a new trailer, and it's this season on trailer, which, to be honest, I'm usually not a fan of these trailers because, it's like, the show's out. If we're watching it, we don't really need another sneak peek. There's already been like 2 to 3 other trailers, so I don't usually even watch these, but for some reason I watched this one, and I'm glad I did because I saw John Constantine, and that's honestly the whole reason I'm making this video. We got Matt Ryan as Constantine, and we'll talk about all that and more. But for now, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Real quick, what are you thinking of Harley Quinn Season 3 so far? But now let's take a look at what's to come in the rest of Harley Quinn Season 3. So, this season on Harley Quinn, there was some footage in this trailer from the first 3 episodes that I just won't go over just because, we already saw it. So, basically, for the most part, I'm going over new stuff. So, we have a great look. Honestly, I think our best look yet at Poison Ivy in her comics accurate outfit and design. This is brilliant because we know that her whole plan in this season is to terraform Gotham City. And we got little glimpses of this throughout the other trailers, but you can see that she's now really powered up here. She is terraforming Gotham City. She has this comics accurate look, and she just looks beautiful. I love this look. She looks super powerful. I feel like, is she going to be the main villain of the season? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see, but she definitely looks good. And then we got, of course, Monarch Theater with the 83rd Annual Villy Awards. I loved episode 3, and this is exactly why. The Villy Awards were so much fun. And then we get a great look at the Joker on his parade float, and with all the signs saying Joker for Mayor. Now, this is a reference to a couple different things because we know that the Joker is going to be running for mayor in this season against Jim Gordon, and you can see the Joker for Mayor signs there, but also you can see that he has the balloon in the background as well as the hat and kind of similar outfit to Jack Nicholson's Joker from Batman '89, so some huge references there. And also just the fact that we saw in the previous trailer that Joker, he's a father now. He's a family man. He's not into being a villain anymore. So, yes, his goons have guns, but they're not shooting bullets. They're shooting out free money to the people of Gotham City, which honestly, I wish I was one of those people because that would be pretty awesome if somebody just started shooting money at you. And then we get this nice shot where King Shark, he finds this little gold pin, and he's like, what is this? I just found this, and you can see it's a little Court of Owls pin. We know the Court of Owls are coming. They're actually apparently going to be in next week's episode 4, so that's super exciting. But the Court of Owls are a little different in this version. And Jim Gordon apparently got an invitation. I don't know how he got an invite, but apparently he did. And here we go. Now, YouTube can be sensitive sometimes, so I did my best to kind of blur out the inappropriate content here. Just literally drew on it with some green just to make it all pretty and colorful. But it's a Christmas party, but not your average Christmas party for sure. At least I hope not. If you're going to this type of Christmas party, you got a wild side. But Gordon just walks in. I don't think he is at all expecting this. But of course, again, we know that this version of the Court of Owls is going to be more of a sex cult. They're doing the grand orgy. So yeah, there's that. We kind of get a glimpse of that. I don't really know what the whole Christmas theme is about. I love Christmas, but not this kind of Christmas. But that looks great. It looks like it's going to be a whole lot of fun. You can see Harley and Ivy are just absolutely terrified when they find out what the Court of Owls actually are. Harley even says that it looks familiar to her, but apparently not quite enough to know what it actually was. We get this great shot of King Shark where you can see that we're going to be doing a little bit more exploring of his character, which is great because we saw that episode in last season where he went back down to meet his father. We got the great parody of Under the Sea. I actually recently rewatched that episode. It's still hilarious. Of course, he also got married to Tabitha, so he's like actually king now, so that's pretty awesome. I mean, he has a wife and everything. That is actually his father to the left. But if you look to the right, that is Ocean Master, the villain of the Aquaman movie. Of course, Aquaman's half brother. So that's really cool that we're going to be seeing that character tied in here as well. Who knows if we're going to see actual Aquaman show up? That'd be pretty cool. But definitely nice to see that, we've been having Clayface's storyline in this season so far in the first 3 episodes with the whole James Gunn, Thomas Wayne biopic movie. But we're also going to be getting a King Shark focused storyline as well for at least an episode. So that's going to be really fun. And then speaking of Clayface, here he is just splattered. And then we have John Constantine himself, which is a huge surprise to me. And I'm kind of back and forth in this of like, I almost wish I didn't watch the trailer so that it was just a huge surprise to me when I saw him pop up in the episode. But at the same time, this gets me super duper excited that we're going to be seeing not only John Constantine in the Harley Quinn show, but he's voiced by Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is just the perfect John Constantine. He's perfect for live action and animation. Of course, he played John Constantine in live action in the Arrowverse and the Constantine TV series, as well as DC's Legends of Tomorrow. He also did the voice for Constantine in all the animated movies, and now in this series as well. I mean, thank you, DC, for getting him back for this. I really wish he could be the DCU Constantine for like their HBO Max show. That unfortunately I doubt is going to happen, but I mean, this is great. This is so amazing. I'm just so excited for this. And I love the joke of how Harley calls him Chris Angel. This is also a really cool shot of him with his drink. Looks like maybe it's poison or something like that. And he literally challenges her to a drink off, basically, which, Constantine, he's known for getting a little drunk every now and then, and also smoking and doing all that stuff, which of course, that fits in with the tone of this show. So that's great. I'm so excited to see that. Harley is like, it is on. And then speaking of Harley, you can see in the background, it looks like Poison Ivy has at least started terraforming Gotham City. And we know Harley has to kind of stop her because Ivy's gone a little bit overboard, Innocent lives are being taken because of this goal and this dream. And you can see actually here that we have like some plant zombies, which I'm not sure if these were like people that were already dead or if Ivy did this to them and they turn into zombies, but you can see like the green glow around them. So it looks like they are going to be under the control of Ivy until Harley runs them over, and they're going to be undead, dead, something like that again. And then another great part of this trailer is where we have the homage to Batman the Animated Series. We have Batman and Robin standing up on the skyscraper, the lightning strikes, and then you see it's not Batman and Robin, it's actually Batman and Harley Quinn wearing the Robin outfit, which is hilarious. You can even see that they're not even standing on top of a building, it's literally a box of explosives. So that's hilarious. We heard that there was going to be some sort of Batman the Animated Series homage in here, and they're actually going to be going, it looks like, to the world of Batman the Animated Series we saw in the last trailer through a BoomTube portal with Dr. Psycho. So that's pretty awesome. And I love how Harley is even like, yeah, I think these shorts are like a little too short. So that's hilarious. But also interesting is we have another Harley Quinn in the background. So I believe that this is going to be a version of the Batman the Animated Series world, and that is that version of Harley Quinn. And Batman is just not amused at all. But speaking of Dr. Psycho, though, here he is. He is making his return. Tony Hale is back as Dr. Psycho in the season. I'm not really sure how he's going to come back into play after being in prison, after having his big betrayal. I mean, you can see he's just here playing video games with King Shark, so is he just welcome back to the team? We also have this shot of Swamp Thing's palace that we've talked about in previous trailers. Frank now is a god. He can fly now. We saw that at the end of episode 2. And there's Dr. Psycho really getting powered up here. I have no idea where this is or what he's doing, but I'm definitely excited to see this character make a comeback. And another funny moment is with the Joker here. You can see he's here with his son on like some sort of roller coaster, and his son's like, "Oh, look, Dad, it's Superman." And then it just ends up being Jim Gordon in this crazy armor following top of him. And Joker's like, "Oh, don't worry, it's just Gordon. You can keep screaming." So that was a hilarious moment. And that is how we end the trailer until we get this little stinger after the logo, which is from episode 2, I believe it was, which was honestly one of the most hilarious parts of the whole premiere, with Bane trying to buy a bunch of bombs and explosives, and his credit card gets declined. He just gets super enraged about this and all this stuff. And he's like, oh, I have auto pay. And then he's like, oh, so you're just gonna give all these bombs to Calendar Man? And yeah, I just absolutely love that moment. It was so hilarious. I love Bane in the show. He's so cool. Just so hilarious. HBO Max, again, the first 3 episodes are now streaming on HBO Max. Check out my review and breakdown recap for the premiere. I absolutely loved it. I cannot wait to see what happens next week in episode 4 when we get into the Court of Owls. Episode 5 is going to be the Swamp Thing one, and then who knows what's going to be in the future for that. Of course, I'll be doing weekly episode reviews and breakdowns. But guys, what do you think about this season on trailer for Harley Quinn Season 3? The introduction of John Constantine, played by Matt Ryan, and all the other crazy shenanigans, that's the word, going on in this season. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep up to date on everything goes on in the DC life.